Hey, it's another scorcher here in Florida. I think it's almost 95. No breeze, high humidity, but we're going to make some salmon today. I'm looking forward to this cook. It's the first fresh salmon of the year. We got a piece of sockeye salmon. It's about 1.25 pounds. What we're going to do today, it's my first salmon cook on this Pit Boss Pellet Grill. So we're going to crank this Pit Boss up to around 400-ish. We're going to season this salmon up and cook it on some cedar planks. And I've got my sockeye salmon here. I yesterday took 1/2 gallon of water, 1/2 cup of kosher salt, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and brined this salmon overnight. I tend to brine salmon, keeps it moist, okay? That's all it was. You take the 1/2 gallon of water, the 1/2 cup of salt, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, mix it all together. I put the salmon in this baking dish, mixed up the brine. Now you want to discard this and let her soak overnight, okay? Now, if you're worried, because of the salt that it'll be too salty, you can do exactly what I'm doing here. Take a paper towel. Any salt that's hanging around on the outside of this sockeye salmon will be wiped off. I'm really looking forward to this, right? It's the first salmon of the year, the fresh salmon. Okay. Now, how we're going to prepare this salmon. What I've got here is the juice from one orange, okay? And I'll put the exact measurements in the description box down below. But here what we've got is some sweet chili sauce. This is not the garlic chili. This is sweet chili sauce. I think we picked it up at the grocery store if I'm not mistaken. This is the zest from that same orange. So it's the zest of one orange. Okay. I've got a tablespoon of brown sugar. I got a teaspoon. This is just a salt, pepper, garlic mix. You can make up your own, right? Just about 1/3 teaspoon each. And then I have 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. All right. You just want to get this mixed together. Just like so. Okay? Now, I've got one optional, don't want to lose any of that chili sauce. I've got one optional ingredient. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. But I really like the way that rum, flavors the fish. And we're going to put in probably 2/3 of a teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon. Not a lot, right? We're just looking for the flavor here. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see this in the shot. I don't know how wide the camera is, but here I've got some cedar planks. Okay, they've been soaking in water. My recommendation is an hour. I actually let these go all night. I was going to do them yesterday and then just didn't get around to it. Okay, and so I got two options here, right? You can see my fish is just a little bit long. I can either cut this guy in half. That's what I'll do. We're going to cut him in half. Right, about like so. Okay, and then that way they'll fit on there real good. All right. Now, obviously you probably know this already. The reason you soak these guys is so they don't burn up, right? You want them to kind of smolder, but you don't want them to catch on fire. And what I like to do before I put the fish on these and use them is actually go over here and put them on the grill and let them heat up, just in case there's any nasties on them, it'll kill it off. So to get the fish ready, it's going to be very, very easy, okay? We just take that goodness that we just made up, all right? Sprinkle a little on here. Okay. And what I've got here is just a brush to make sure we get it all over it. Put a little bit more. I'm going to save some. I'm going to baste it while it's cooking. Won't take it long, right? Okay, looking good. It's about got it all brushed up. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to get these cedar planks. We're going to get over to that Pit Boss grill, and I'll show you how we're going to get these guys ready. Now I got this guy sitting on 400. All right, I'm just going to put both of those planks up here. We'll let them go 5-6 minutes, 4 minutes. You just have to check on them. You'll see when they start drying out and getting a little char on them, and then we're going to turn them over. It's been about 4 minutes, and I can start to hear them crackle a little bit. So So we're going to turn them. You can see they've got a little char on the sides. I mean, you're not trying to get this thing black or anything. I just want to make sure, like I said, if there's any kind of creatures or anything on it, they get killed off real quick before we put this salmon on. Okay? Now, we got the tops. Let's get our salmon on here. What I'm going to do is lay each one of these guys on the cedar plank. Okay? Well, the one we split him in two. All right? And then what I've got here, I got some oranges and I got some blood oranges. Okay? I'm just going to put some of these guys on here. All right? A little bit more flavor, a little bit of color. Okay. It's going to be great. Okay. Let's get our lid down, let these guys do their thing. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. We're going to check on this salmon. All I'm going to do here, take a little bit more of that glaze, put it on top of the oranges now. And if you're worried, this is a different brush, so all you that always are the cross-contamination police, just let you know, this is a different brush I'm using. Okay, now I'm just going to put a temp probe in this thicker piece. Okay, we want to run it on up to about 140 degrees. All right, it's been about 16 total minutes. This salmon is probing 142. Okay, I'm going to get it off here. Now, the FDA recommends 145 on salmon. I like to pour mine out around 140, 142. Get this second piece out. We're going to let it all rest for about 10 minutes and then give it a try. Our salmon's been resting here about 10 minutes. Okay, we'll give it a taste, of course. All right, let me just peel back a little bit of those oranges and blood oranges. Okay, I'm going to just try to lay it over. You can see what she looks like there. Look at the beautiful color on that salmon. Look at that, just flakes right off, just what you want. Comes off the skin on the bottom. Oh, we're going to have to give this a try. Oh. Okay, it is so juicy, it's incredible. I don't know, a lot of people, they don't like to cook fish because it's easy to, overcook it and dry it out. I mean, it is juicy. You get the taste of the orange right away. Definitely get the orange. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. The smoke is, to be honest with you, is very mild. I think if you wanted more smoke in it, you would have need to cook it hotter to get that cedar plank even hotter, to get it given off, some more of that. But the smoke is so mild that I really don't know if it's due to the cedar or due to the cherry pellets that I have there in the Pit Boss. But I got to tell you, it might be one of the juiciest pieces of salmon I've ever cooked. You get a little sweet. There's absolutely no spice on this, right? I mean, I know we use chili sauce, but it was sweet chili sauce. You get a little sweet, primarily orange, and delicious salmon. Thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you're not a subscriber already, I hope you hit the subscribe button, click the bell, and that'll tell you anytime we put out a new video.